Oh, what is good, everybody? Man, it's your boy Jay in the building. We is back again with another video. Okay, we have Coach Prime's press conference once again for the Super Bowl. Yes, sir. We got Coach Prime. Then we're gonna listen to Coach McNair afterwards. So, without further ado, you know what we do here, man. Let's go ahead and get this thing started right quick for you.
Absolutely.
Here we had to say.
I'm sorry. I like to see faces, man. I guess I'm a man. I like consistency, so I like to see what I like to see every week, and I like to see our wonderful persons that are taking their time out to do this. Wonderful game last week versus A&M. Coach Maynard had his team ready to play. They came out.
Sure did.
They didn't lay down whatsoever. They really were ready and prepared. They stumbled up on a running game that gave us problems. We surrendered more yards than we've surrendered rushing in quite some time. 21 first downs, 80 plays, 325 yards, 215 rushing yards, time possession, 33 minutes. We lost the time possession, which we don't normally lose. Also, 12 penalties, 110 yards, second straight game, plus 10 penalties. That's not who we are. So, of course, we had a wonderful meeting about that to try to bring some solvency to those problems. We did win the game, though. That was a bonus. That was a plus. I'm proud of the coaching staff, the fans, the young men that's playing for us, and all involved, the support staff. But we plan on doing better and coming out better with the task that we have this week with Alcorn.
Appreciate those comments, Coach. First question goes to Charles Bishop.
Morning, Coach. How you doing?
How you doing, sir?
I wanted to ask, obviously, Shedeur put out a tweet. Chu feels great. He's ready to play this week.
Yeah.
But when he went down, what was it like for you? You guys have such a special relationship, father-son, but to transition from coach to dad when Shedeur went down?
Well, really, I was still coach as I was walking out there because we pride ourselves on being tough and physically tough. We've only had two guys go down on the field this season that we actually had to go out to bring back. He got up. That's what we do. He got up and he came on back to the sideline, but he was a little cloudy, and we administered to that, but he was good. Then when I went into the tent, then asking then I was scolding him as a coach, like, we told you to get down. I told you to get down several times in the last few weeks, but you still act like you want to run the darn ball. Like you, Lamar Jackson, man. We don't need Lamar right now. We need Shedeur Sanders. So I think he learned his lesson. You will see some of the best slides that you ever seen before this week, I promise you. You're going to think he's a baseball player with the way he's going to be sliding.
No doubt. Quick.
Slide, young man, slide. That's what everybody, the fan base, will be telling you. Yo, you have Savion Wilkinson, bro. You don't need to be a macho man outside the pocket, bro. You don't need to, yo. This is your offense. Like, the offense relies on you. You are the offense, bro. Like, the way you throw the ball is very dynamic. As a matter of fact, it's so dynamic, you don't need to show off your running skills. And you don't need to show off how strong you are, bro. You need to run and slide, bro. Slide. That's all we're asking. We want everybody to be clean and healthy after every game. Slide, young man, slide.
Quick follow-up, Coach. Aubrey Miller, his play. He came in with you in the spring of 20 season. But talk a bit about his maturation as a player under your tutelage.
Well, forget the player part, the person. Maturation of the person is what we wanted to see him mature and be consistent on and off the field and not seek praise from people instead of just going out there and balling and just doing your thing and knowing who you are and that what you're capable of. And he's rewarded with an invite to the Senior Bowl, as well as Dallas Daniels, East and West, right? Dallas Daniels received the invite to the East and West Shrine Bowl. I believe that's what they call it. And so long since I even thought about those games. But we have guys like that are really great for the program. I mean, they're smart, tough, fast, disciplined kids with character, tremendous amount of character, both of those young men. And I'm thankful that they were rewarded them both. And we should have a couple more guys that gets rewarded before the conclusion of the season as well.
No doubt. Appreciate your time, Coach.
Dog, Aubrey Miller had 17 tackles with a fumble recovery. Like, this dude be all over the field all the time, bro. And, dog, like, I don't know where his draft stock is currently. I don't know if he's going to be drafted. I don't know. I don't even know if Dallas Danis will be drafted. But in terms of their NFL stock, it's definitely up. Like, to the point where I believe Aubrey Miller deserves to get an invite to the NFL Combine. Like, period. I think he needs an invite to the NFL Combine, at least. Because Aubrey Miller, bro, the way he works out and the way he plays, it's unmatched, bro. It's crazy.
Thank you, boss man.
He needs it.
Next question goes to Kendrick Marshall.
Yeah, Coach. Travis has been back for a few weeks. He got his first touchdown and his first interception last week in the game against Alabama A&M. How would you assess his performance since coming back from injury?
Well, I believe he's only probably given up one pass on a slant that really didn't hurt us. I don't even know if it was a first down this season, one or two at the most. And I can't believe they even tried him like that. I really can't. Because
I don't know why.
You keep trying him, he's going to come up with the ball. Luckily that he didn't house that thing. But Travis is more than what they say he is. The way he practices, the way he prepares, the way he goes about his business is that of a pro. And he's learning more and more each week. And we just got on him about lifting. You know, he in the weight room don't really get along. I told him they better learn how to cope with each other and like each other, and they better get married in the off season. So once he learns that and understands how prominent that is to his body, and he's going to be all right. But I love what he brings to the table. He's a threat offensively, defensively, special teams. Anytime he's on the field, you got to understand where 12 is.
A quick follow-up, Coach.
Stop trying him, y'all.
You guys won your 10th straight game. First time in school history. You guys have gone 10-0. You guys are undefeated in the SWAC as well. What would it mean for you and the program to finish off the regular season unbeaten in the SWAC and head off to the championship game?
Well, that's the plan. That's always been the plan. We've been screaming and preaching dominate all season. At the conclusion of last season, when we regrouped and really sat down and thought about why we came up short, and that's what we've been preaching. That's the goal. That's the objective. So that's what we plan on doing. And the kids are 100% for it. The staff is. We don't never say the word buying in because it's like we selling something. We ain't selling nothing, and we are who we are. But the kids are truly dedicated, and that's the goal. That's been the goal since day one.
All right, thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Next question goes to James Hill.
Hey, Coach. I hope you're well. It's James Hill with James Hill Sports. Rivalries. Florida State, Miami, the state championship, Cowboys, Yankees and Red Sox. Rivalries. Jackson State and Alcorn. Just talk about the rivalry week in the SWAC. Well,
I'm just getting to understand the rivalries as well. But I tell you what, they have a wonderful head coach over there, and Coach McNair. They a storied school, university. I have the utmost respect. When I tell you the utmost respect, to me, Coach McNair is truly one of the leaders. He's a pillar of the HBCU legacy. When I was at, where was it? Southern Miss visiting down there with Shador, they were playing against Southern Miss. And I took it upon myself on a visit to Southern Miss to go in his locker room and meet him and his kids. So that's how much love and respect and admiration I have for Coach. And he's a gift. He's a gift to the SWAC. He's always been a gift to any coaching unit that he's been a part of. And I just got love for him. So going to the game, it's a tremendous game. It's a close proximity rivalry, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Oh shit!
Now I know, like, there's always gonna be a difference between classics and a rivalry game. Like, I know what the Boombox Classic is, the Orange Blossom Classic is, but this right here is a rivalry game. And even though, look, Jackson State is, I think they're like 10 games ahead in this rivalry, but this is gonna be different because we're gonna talk about the game preview, within a day or so. But the way Alcorn plays, it's going to be something different because the quarterback that they have playing, he hasn't been good his first 2 starts. He has not thrown over 100 yards a game yet. But Howard, their running back, he's been an absolute beast. 1,000-yard rusher, and is very tough to bring down, and will run you over if you don't wrap up. So, matter of fact, Aubrey Miller and Howard is going to have a quite interesting matchup. That's going to be very interesting. But, man, I hope Alcorn is coming to play. Because this is going to be very different. Very different.
Shedeur is spreading the wealth, so to speak. Mr. Hooks, Hunter got one, Stevens, and Gaines. Just talk about Shedeur as he continues to carve them up like turkeys.
Well, I didn't think he played well throwing the football. Or we didn't play well throwing the football last week. 14 for 25. That's horrible. 4 TD passes. I accept that, but he's known for his accuracy. That wasn't indicative to who he is and missing that many targets. When we're missing that many targets, we got to reevaluate our game plan, our route structure, and all of that, because that's not who Shedeur is, missing that many targets and in only 25 attempts. He's growing. He's doing what he needs to do, but we throw the ball to the man that's open. That's why it's a blessing to play receiver for Jackson State. It's no favorites. Whoever gets open, they get the ball. But when it's one-on-one and the other team is playing man, then he takes his choice or where that ball goes. But that's pretty much predetermined by how these guys practice during the week. A quarterback goes to what he trusts and who he knows is going to come down with the ball for him. So that's kind of the way he plays his game. But it's great to play receiver for Jackson State because that ball is going to find you if you're open.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Coach. Have a blessed week.
You as well, my man.
Got time for 2 more questions. First one goes to Jeff Lightsey Jr.
2 more questions.
Coach, it's Jeff Lightsey Jr. How's it going?
Great, sir. How you doing?
I'm good. Now, I just have a question. You put out a video about addressing and talking to your team about addressing rumors, coaching rumors with your name. Why is it important? We understand why it's important to tell your team, but why is it important for you to put that out for the media and for the public to see that these are conversations that you have with your team and it's like, hey, ain't nothing going on?
We put everything out. And it wasn't just that. I mean, you get to see what I say in the meetings every morning, every day. We don't address that and just keep that a secret. This is the way we recruit, man. The social media is the way we recruit. We don't have the lofty budgets and all the things that recruiting budgets may give you. We don't have all that. So social media is the way we do everything. A multitude of these players that are here now saw us on social media and wanted to be a part of the feeling, emotion. Who's that? Okay. Bucky, don't get fired on the spot in public while I'm doing media. We're talking about media and you come in like you Santa. So that's the way we do things. We don't shy away from the truth. I want people to know where I stand and how I get down and how I move. So we don't shy away from it. That's why it's important to put out. We put out all the good stuff. You got to put the bad with the good, the questionable things as well. We are equal opportunity employer around here.
And that's smart to do. That's very smart to do. And, a lot of people are going to question, the way, how much content Jackson State puts out and, how much press or how much, notoriety the players are getting at Jackson State. But yeah, just like he said, man, they don't really have the budget to be going all around the country to be getting players. So yeah, social media is the most accessible. It's the way people are going to see what's happening. And yeah, I think people, and then the people now, the kids now are going to gravitate to that because it's all about instant gratification. Everything is about seeing it instantly. People want their 15 minutes of fame. People want to have those 15 to 20,000, 30,000 views because that's what's important now. So Jackson State is going to give all of that to you because that's what they build their brand off of for the last 2 seasons. And that's a real good thing to go off of. So I like it. I like it a lot.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, bro.
I like it a lot.
Last question goes to Zach McKinnon.
How you doing, Coach? This weekend, you guys got a huge game against Alcorn State in the Soul Bowl. They bring in the SWAC's leading rusher and Jarvion Howard. Just watching film on the team and how they approach the run game, what are some of the biggest things that you've noticed on how you guys are going to have to slow him down this weekend?
Well, he's a big back and he can run the ball really well. The way we slow a rusher down is to score points. Because when you're scoring points and hopefully you're up by 14 or 20, it's hard to just turn around and hand the ball off because that takes time. And also it's not easy to get down the field slowly but surely. When someone has a distinct running game, you got to understand it's going to take at least 10 to 12 plays to even get it to the paint. That's a lot of attempts for something not to go wrong. It's going to be offsides. It's going to be holding. It's going to be something if you're trying to sustain a 12 to 15 play drive, especially when many teams have the propensity to be penalized. And I'm trying to say that politely as I can, but we're one of the most penalized teams in HBCUs and MEACs. We're penalized. We got to get more discipline. So we're going to tremendously have to stop the run. We do know that, but the goal is stopping the run is to score points.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck this weekend.
And what you can also do to stop it is you can at least put 7 to 8 in the box. You're going to have to, force Trey Lawrence to throw the ball. Have you seen his stat line the last 2 games? It ain't been good. So what you're going to have to do is to put 7 or 8 in the box, and you're going to have to force him to throw the ball. The majority of the time you guys are playing man coverage, you're going to have to play a lot more than that. Hell, you got to have the man blitz. You may going to have the zone blitz. But, yeah, I think we're going to see Jackson State blitz a lot more because they're going to want to try and force Alcorn to throw the ball because what they made their name off of ever since Aaron Allen has not been starting is they've been running the ball a lot more, and they play good defense. The defense has been playing great the last 2 games, and they're gonna have to stick with that if they want to win this game, But look, it's gonna be tough for Alcorn. It's gonna be tough, but we'll see what happens, man. We'll see if they can at least make it close because, look, in rivalry games, you just never know what happens. You just never know. You never know.